Hey guys, Beats Your Plum here, and today I'm with my 1980s block logo American Standard Afwall on the flushometer setup. So this thing has an extremely overpowered flush when the pressure is turned all the way up so much that it overwhelms the flush, so it can't actually like have a blowout flush. So I do have the 3.5 diaphragm, and as always, after a couple flushes I'll probably switch to 1.6 and test it out as well. But this thing is in pretty nice shape. It has been sitting for a little bit, that's why it's just a tad bit dirty with some dirt and stuff like that. But I was never able to really find a date on this. I'm sure it's somewhere and I'm just kind of blind and can't see it, but for some reason I haven't been able to find the date. But it's definitely probably 80s is my guess. So I don't know what the pressure is turned up to. I don't even know if it's on, so I'm just gonna flush it and see what happens. So here we go. Alrighty, that wasn't a bad flush. There are two different types of versions of these. Well, I guess you could say three. There's this version that has two concealed siphon jets. There's one that just has one big concealed siphon jet up in the trapway. And then there's another one called the crooked trap Afwall. So, and basically the trapway, instead of being straight like that, it's just turned slightly. I don't know the reason for that, but so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn the pressure all the way up, and I'm only gonna flush it once just because it is so overwhelming, and it just kind of ruins the flush in my opinion. It's not even that cool. So alrighty, the pressure is turned all the way up. Here's an overpowered flush. As y'all can see, the bowl rinse would just overwhelmed the flush and it couldn't really blow out. So other than that, it's still really cool. I find this find it very interesting. So now I'm just gonna turn down the pressure a little bit, not a whole lot. Let's test this out and see how it does. Not bad. Seems like the flushometer cut off a little bit early there for some reason. I'm not sure why, but alrighty, let's try this. I just turned it up like a half a turn. That's about how I would have it set to if I installed this. So now I'm just gonna give you all one last flush on 3.5, and then I'll switch to the 1.6 diaphragm. Okay, I will be back when the 1.6 diaphragm is installed. Okay, I now have the 1.6 diaphragm in the Sloan, I believe it's a Regal. Yep, in the Sloan Regal. So the pressure's turned all the way up. The flushes will be just the slightest bit weaker because of the 1.6 diaphragm. So, but other than that, it still has a pretty good flush for 1.6. Here we go. I'd say that's pretty good for 1.6, not gonna lie. Once the water stops trickling, and the train wants to interrupt my video. Great. Okay, here's another flush. And it siphoned at the end, which is pretty cool. Let's see, just for fun, I'm gonna see if I can turn the pressure down to where maybe it would flush if it were on a tank. Let's see what this does. Here we go. Wasn't even powerful enough to get it to siphon, so I was gonna turn it down more, but then it would basically do nothing and be a waste of time. So here's another flush with the pressure just turned up a little bit more. Even though the short flush isn't the greatest, it still siphons and has a blowout flush on higher pressure. So honestly, these toilets will, I guess you could say, function on 1.6, because a lot of people, especially at like commercial places, they'll just replace the entire toilet and flushometer when you could probably just put a 1.6 flush diaphragm or a new 1.6 flushometer or whatever you want, and your older toilet would work basically just fine. 3.5 gravity fed toilets on 1.6, that's kind of a different story because those are gravity fed. They don't have any, you know, pressure behind them, but this commercial toilets do. So even on 1.6, they flush pretty well. Let's do a couple more flushes. Sometimes it wants to siphon, sometimes it doesn't. The bowl rinse is really good on this toilet though. That's one thing I definitely do like about these Afwalls. Once the water stops trickling, here's another flush. So yeah, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave y'all's comments down below, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.